Minecraft, a game that spread faster than the bubonic plague and for some reason is still relevant in this day and age. If you don't know what Minecraft is, you're either prehistoric or you've been living under a rock your entire life. Nowadays it's almost impossible to avoid Minecraft, and no matter how far you run, you can't escape all the fidget spinner mob reviews and cringy Bandicam Let's Plays. Right when you think you can have a moment of solace, Minecraft sneaks up behind you and chokes you out with a solid grip, and as the oxygen in your lungs depletes faster and faster, and you desperately grasp for air, Minecraft whispers into your ear and says, "I'm back, bitch." NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる. Anyways, Minecraft still has a special place in my heart, believe it or not. Sure, I'm over it now, but I still appreciate it for the role it played in my life. And I already hear you screaming at the screen. Haha, nerd. How can a virtual block game play an important role in your life? And were you some sort of geek? Some sort of nerd guy? That's absolute... You've lost your mind. And to you, good sir, I'll say, yes, I have lost my mind, and I probably need medical attention, but give me a couple of minutes to explain my not-so-beautiful, dark, twisted reasoning, alright? So let's start off by talking about my experience with Minecraft. So buckle up, kids, it's story time. So the beginning of my Minecraft journey started back when I was in the 4th grade, when I was around 8 years old. I had just moved from California to Washington, and although it was tough for my 9-year-old self to adjust to my new life, I quickly made new friends at my new school. And on those first days of school, one of the first things I noticed was that virtually everyone, and I mean everyone played Minecraft. Now keep in mind, at the moment I was just playing Nintendo games, which are great and all, but I've never played a multiplayer online game before. And the thought of playing a video game with random people from across the world was just astonishing to me. So whenever I saw someone playing Minecraft, I just thought to myself, wow, this guy must be some real hardcore gamer. So after seeing all these kids playing Minecraft, naturally I begged my parents to get it for me. And after many days of asking and waiting, my parents finally gave in and bought the game for me on Christmas Day. And I still remember the sheer speed of my fingers as they created my first survival world. I can still feel the adrenaline, the feeling of thrill rushing through my veins as they try to survive the cruel, cold, taiga biome that I was dropped into. And so, on this fateful day, my Minecraft obsession was born. I got home every day from school, quickly did my homework, attended my swim team practices, art classes and stuff like that, then I beelined for my computer to boot up Minecraft. And every day of my life, this was how I lived, and I was completely happy and content. But as expected, I quickly got bored of single player with this pretty limited amount of content, so I decided to try my hand at some multiplayer. And this is where things got really spicy for 10-year-old me. After a quick Google search, I found the server, popped in the IP address, and clicked the join button. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I was completely flabbergasted by the fact that I was playing Minecraft alongside hundreds of other people I didn't even know. And I guess the clean slate of the virtual world of Minecraft really appealed to me, and the fact I could do whatever I wanted to, with some restrictions of course. So naturally, after playing on the one server that my friend told me about, my thirst for was left unquenched, and so my quest to find more virtual LEGO Simulator servers began. At this point, I could tell my parents were starting to regret getting me this game more and more. And I remember sometimes while I sat at my desk and played Minecraft, my dad would just sit on the bed that was behind my desk and just stare at me blankly, like he was having some sort of intense flashback. I didn't think much of it as a 10-year-old, but now that I look back at this time in my life, he was definitely thinking, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Anyways, I eventually found a server called Red Warfare, which sort of became my go-to place to play Minecraft. It had great games, awesome community, an amazing staff, and pretty much everything you could ever want from an online multiplayer experience. Minecraft was slowly taking over my life. When I wasn't playing Minecraft, I was doing something else related to Minecraft. watching Minecraft videos, talking about Minecraft with my friends, thinking about Minecraft. The list goes on. And every day I would go home, brush my homework, then hop on Red Warfare. Sure, I didn't abandon everything else in my life so I can play a block video game 24/7, but it really did take up a lot of my time. Sure, you could call it an unhealthy addiction, and it probably was, but that shines me in a bad light, so I'm just going to call it unhealthy, now, dangerous. So as I continued to grow up, I played Minecraft exclusively, and naturally, after playing Minecraft for 2 years straight, I started to get bored, and the whole routine of eat, school, Minecraft, sleep was getting tired, and I was starting to rethink my life. To make things worse, I got banned from Red Warfare, which to my 11-year-old self was equivalent to getting excommunicated from the Roman Catholic Church. And at this point, I'm just done with Minecraft, so naturally I try to find other games to play. And let me just say, this was a very, very dark period in my life when it comes to the games I played. What you see here, this game I picked up after I stopped playing Minecraft was Roblox. Thankfully, Roblox quickly got stale for me, so I quote-unquote graduated and moved on to TF2, which I had fun playing on my crappy overpriced Mac with 10 FPS and over 200 ping. I'll go into more detail on my experiences with these games and others, but that's another story for another day. But fast forward to 2016. I randomly decided to open Minecraft as my 8th grade year was starting, and lo and behold, Red Warfare is back. I was sick of playing TF2 with 10 FPS, so being able to play an online game, albeit a pretty bad online game with adequate performance, was a dream come true. And so my obsession for Minecraft was rekindled, and I played on the server every single day, and I'm actually very glad I came back to it. I ended up making a bunch of online friends, a ton of great memories, some people that inspired me to give digital art a go, others encouraged me to pick up creative writing. And it was just a great environment to be in, and I feel like I wouldn't be here wasting my life away talking in this microphone if it weren't for those people I met on the Minecraft server. And so after a good year of runtime, Red Warfare closed its doors for the third and final time. And since then, I've stopped playing Minecraft and moved on, and rightly so. Nowadays, Minecraft is just a shell of its former self, and a decaying, damaged shell at that. I could gush on and on about all these cringy Minecraft kids on the internet, but I'm not gonna because I feel like everything that could be said about them has already been said. I also feel like everyone has to go through a cringe phase when becoming a creator, so I sort of give them a pass for that reason too. And who am I to condemn a 9-year-old for trying to create content? Sure, it's crappy content, but everyone has to start somewhere, and if bad Bandicam Let's Plays are a start, then so be it. Anyways, now that the game's dead, I think this is a good time to sort of look back at my experience with Minecraft and reflect. Really, the game itself is quite simple and bare bones. If it was single player, I would probably play it for a couple of months and quit. But the multiplayer aspect of it really was a game changer for me. One can argue all the crazy community-made plugins and mods that were made are what kept the game alive, but I really feel like the large and friendly, for the most part, community is what made the game fresh and interesting.
Блять, хорошо, что это сундуки вот эти остались наверху, заебись вообще, блядь. Да ты чё?
Minecraft was my first multiplayer online experience, and it opened my eyes to a large online community at a young age. Sure, the game hasn't helped me reach enlightenment or learn the meaning of life, but it introduced me to one of my favorite pastimes, which is online gaming. One could argue any online multiplayer game could introduce me to the world of online gaming, but nothing could really guide me through this virtual universe like Minecraft did. Whether it be the melting pot of personalities or the sheer number of members of the community, Minecraft's community was amazing to my 9-year-old self. Not to mention all the content that was made by the community that kept me invested in the game for so long, from the art to the YouTube videos to all the amazing mods and plugins. As I mentioned previously, I probably wouldn't even be here making this video if it weren't for all the people in the Minecraft community that constantly were there for me to encourage me and critique my work. My experience with Minecraft wasn't about the game itself, but about all the people that played it with me. And I think an aspect of community is extremely important in multiplayer on video games. And it taught me that those people I was playing with were real people, with the capacity to feel, think, and emote. Sure, I didn't know these people I played with. I could be a complete nuisance to everyone, and no one would be able to personally meet me in the flesh and say, "Why the frick did you steal my diamonds, you noob?" Often on the internet, we get disconnected from ourselves, and we get too comfortable. Anyone can hide behind a shield of anonymity and say whatever they want to say and do what they want to do without consequence, and that's a truth that we've all come to accept. And ironically, that's both a downfall and the amazing thing about the internet. You don't have to write with sentences with punctuation. You don't have to capitalize the first letter in all your sentences. You don't have to be a cynical brat or the social butterfly you are in real life. You can put on a mask and be whatever you want, as corny as that sounds. But in the end, it's your choice whether you want to build bridges or burn them. Welcome to the internet, a beautifully ugly world where you can start anew. And whether you want to play the victim or the bully, it's completely up to you. So I see you made it to the end of the video, and I'm gonna be completely honest, this video was in production for way too long. But I guess I'll learn to get better at writing scripts, animating things, stuff like that, and I'll be able to push out more content faster. And to be honest, I was sort of reluctant to make this, but this idea just came to me and I just wanted to finish it because I already started working on it, so here I am. Anyways, thanks for watching. You know the usual, subscribe, share this video, all that jazz. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.